Have you ever wanted a place to store and show off your collection of shiny Pokemon? I was struggling to find a shiny hunting tool that fulfilled all my needs, so I've developed ShinyTrack. It's an all-in-one shiny hunting counter, showcase, and dex tracker. And if you're interested, the link's in the description, so go make a free account and get to hunting. So in this video, I'm just gonna go over all the features that are currently implemented, and we'll start here on the home page. So as you can see, we got a section with just some news and updates about the site, so you can see all the latest changes I've added in this last version. And then if we go down here, we'll have a showcase for the latest shinies that are registered on the site. So I believe the last 5 shinies registered on the site will show up here. You can click on them, you can click on the person's profile, which we'll go more in detail on that later. You can click on them, you can see kind of some information about them. And then if you hit the 3 little dots up here, you can view every shiny register on the site. You can search for users. Right now the only user is me, so obviously that's the only thing that's going to show up. But you can search by game, you can search all time, or shinies found in the last 30 days. Just a little bit of community features, kind of just a place to share your shinies. And then down here we just got kind of a leaderboard for the most found shinies on the site. I might do a little bit more with this once we get, obviously more shinies on the site. We can do more fun little community features like this. So maybe we'll have something like a bounty for a certain shiny for that week, and display somebody's profile for whoever found that shiny or found the most shinies that week. I don't know. We can experiment with that, but that's all that's there for right now. And then down here we've got links to my Discord and socials, because that's the best way to support the site. Because this is all free. There's no subscription or monetization or anything, so just supporting me is the best way to support the site in the future and any updates and things like that. So now we'll go on over here to the hunts tab, and as you can see, we don't have any hunts going on at the moment, so we'll go ahead and start a new hunt. And the first thing you'll see up here is that it will just suggest some random hunts that you don't have registered in your Pokedex, which is just a neat little feature. You can just click on this if you don't know what to do, you want some inspiration or something for a shiny you don't have, it'll pop up here. But if you want to start a hunt, first thing you got to do is select your game. So we'll just go Legend ZA, and then it'll pull up every Pokemon available in the game. So we'll go ahead and select a Charmander. Also has a feature, if you do select a shiny locked Pokemon, they still appear on the list, but it will inform you that it is shiny locked. And obviously you can search for Pokemon. This isn't gonna show every Pokemon in the game right off the bat. And then finally we got to select a method. And this will be automatically filtered for the methods that are available in the game. So obviously Legend ZA doesn't have breeding, or there's no like dex nav hunting, so that's not an option here. So we'll just say random encounter, and then you got your odds multipliers. So obviously we're doing random encounters, we don't have the sparkling power donuts. But I do have a shiny charm, so we'll go ahead and hit that so you can see it automatically updates the odds. And we'll just go ahead and start hunt. So as you can see, I'll zoom out a little bit. This is all pretty simple. We got our shiny sprite up here, we got our odds. We can edit those odds tables, so if you got the shiny charm mid-hunt, you can go ahead and activate that, it'll change your odds. And then we got a big counter and a big increment button. You can also see we have a little timer and some other features down here. So we'll just go ahead and obviously start. This also is enabled if you hit the space bar or enter on your keyboard, it will go up. And this is mobile friendly, so that's what the really big button's for. You can just hit it and then you can see it'll increment the counter. So as you can see, after I incremented the counter a little bit, the percent chance that I would have found the shiny by now has gone up, and our encounter number's gone up. And then we can also run a timer while we do this if you would like to just time your hunt, because I know some people like to do that, but it's completely optional. It doesn't really matter if you turn that on or not. That's just for you. And then we also have this phase tool. So if you're a shiny hunter, you'll understand this, but I'll explain it for those who don't. So if you encounter a shiny that isn't one of the ones that you're actually hunting, you can hit this button and a drop down will appear of those Pokemon available in the game, obviously. And so we'll say I don't know what you can phase while you're hunting Charmander in this game. We'll just say you found a Pikachu. Yeah. So it'll say reset the counter. I'm gonna hit OK. And so down here we've got Pikachu at 20 encounters. Cool. So we can keep going with our encounters. And this Pikachu will be added to our collection, and we'll see him in a minute. So we also have a settings tab. If we go up here, they'll appear down here. And the settings is just, you can automatically set the counter. So if you're transferring this hunt over from another app, or just you did some encounters and forgot or whatever, you can just set the counter, hit set, it'll change the number. And then you can also change your increment number. So this is really useful doing other methods like horde encounters, egg hatching, where you'll hit 5 encounters at a time or whatever, or doing double battlegrass or something where you'll get 2. And this will just change the number, so every time you increment it, it'll go up by that many encounters. And then obviously you can delete a hunt here if you decide you want to give up. Let's go down here and find our shiny, which will end the hunt. It'll say yes, or are you sure? And you'll see it automatically take us over to our collection. So this is my collection here. This is the 3 shinies I've hunted. Excuse me. Try that again. So this is my collection. As you can see, here's my 3 shinies that I hunted before making this. And here's our little Charmander that we just found. So, excuse me, God. So as you can see, it brought us over here to our collection, and we got a few options on this page, how they're sorted, and, well, take me back. You can see how they're sorted. You can sort them by game or by method and filter them up and down. And then we've also got a little feature here that allows you to add a past hunt. So obviously, if you've already collected a bunch of shinies and you don't want to go through and, you know, start a hunt for them and set your encounter numbers and stuff like that, you can just go in here and we'll just say in Sword and Shield I found a shiny Galarian Meowth, and then you can pick what method you found it with and set your encounter number and set a date where you found it. And also down here, and this is available for all Pokemon, you can link a Twitch or YouTube video. So show off a reaction or just a shiny hunting video compilation, whatever you want. And that's available on every single encounter here. That's part of our kind of community features things. So let's go over to the Dexes tab. You can see here is a National Living Dex tracker. And you can see our Charmander that we caught is registered. And if we go back over here and evolve the Charmander with this tool, and prompt if that's okay, you can see we got our Charmeleon now. So you can see when we go back over to our Living Dex, we have just a Charmeleon, no Charmander. As if you're not aware how a Living Dex works, every Pokemon registered, you need to have each stage of every Pokemon registered. So you can't just have a Charmander and also have Charmeleon, Charizard. You gotta have one of each. You just want to track a specific game's Living Dex, or just name your own collection or whatever. So we'll just say, yeah, we'll just do that. Kanto Dex. And say we're doing this for Fire Red Leaf Green. Create. So if we go over here, we can see Charmeleon's not in there, because when you go to make a new hunt, this isn't an option because I hadn't made another Dex, but if we select Fire Red Leaf Green, and we'll do Bulbasaur, you can see down here at the bottom, we now have add to Dex trackers. So everything is automatically added to your main National Dex, but if you make a new Dex, you can add it specifically to that one. And another feature inside of this, which this one's a little bit less mobile friendly, I might work on that in the future, but inside the National Dex, you can click on a Pokemon, and it'll show you every game that Pokemon's available in. And on this page, I'm planning on adding shiny hunting tutorials for every game and every method. And as of right now, this is a work in progress. I want every entry to be detailed and game specific, and that's a lot of work, but in the future, this will be here as a resource for all shiny hunters to use. Now, over here on your profile, you can edit your username, and then you can link your social channels. So this is my YouTube and my Twitch if you want to follow me over there. And then you can select which games you have, which the only thing it does, and it says it right here, it's used for that little hunt suggestions tool that pops up when you go to make a new hunt. So it won't suggest you to hunt a Pokemon in a game you don't own. And mine's not even right because I own a lot of these other games, like these guys. So I'll go ahead and fix it. Actually, I have a lot of games. Finally, this link down at the bottom of everyone's profile is your shared link. So if you copy that, and we'll paste it over here, you can see it. It brings up my links to my socials, and then it brings up my favorite shiny. So if you saw on the collections page, you can hit a little star button next to your favorite shiny, and then you can see all my shiny Pokemon in my collection. And then on the home page, just like the share link, you can click on a Pokemon, and then you can go to my profile and see all my shinies and my socials. And that's about it for now. So if you're interested, hop down in the description and there'll be a link to the ShinyTrack site, and subscribe to the channel and follow me over on Twitch for any updates and any content I put out about the site. And I will see you all next time.